So if you want to do a pelvic tilt assessment, the first thing is to get your hands on the hips and actually feel where the bony landmarks are. One of the cues you want to give your person is to stand up, put their feet together. Go ahead and put your feet together there. And you want them to stand up nice and tall. And I typically ask them to look straight forward. I don't really want them looking down at me because sometimes they'll bend over. And so then for right now, I'm going to just look at the ASIS, which is the landmark right in the front of the hip. So if you look over my shoulder there, you can see me. I'm taking that bony landmark, that little protrusion, and I just want to feel it with my thumbs. I want to kind of go underneath the protrusion, and then I want to push up into the bone. So if you imagine the bone sticking out here, I want to feel the bone, go under the bone, and kind of push up into the protrusion right there. So I feel that ASIS. I go up into it, make sure that my thumbs are locked in place, and then I can look at it and see, does one look higher than the other? And this would give me an indication of that lateral pelvic tilt. So then we can go to the next one where I would have you just flip around. You're going to go a 180. Same thing, we put the feet together. They stand nice and tall. They're looking straight forward. And I'm looking for the PSIS. So on the back side of the hips, I feel these bony landmarks, and these ones are tricky. These ones are a little bit harder to feel. And there we go. It's going to be that dimple in the back. I feel that PSIS on both sides. Get my thumbs locked in, same thing. I feel the protrusion. I go just underneath it. I push up into it, and I look left and right, and I try to determine if one is higher than the other to get an indication of that lateral pelvic tilt, front to back. Then, if I want to determine if there's an imbalance in the anterior or the posterior pelvic tilt, then I would have the person turn to their side. So if you would face, just a 90-degree turn. We can put the arms, I'll actually put your arm in front here, just like that. And I'm going to feel the ASIS and the PSIS just on one side. So this would just be his right side, looking at the ASIS right here with my finger. And I'll take my other finger, and I'll feel the ASI or the PSIS on the back side. And so I've got an ASIS and I have a PSIS. Now, for men, typically this degree would be about a 0 to a 5 degree angle. So I would be expecting this angle coming down to be about either totally neutral or about like a 5 degree angle coming down. And then if it's on a female, you might be expecting about a 5 to maybe a 10 degree angle. Women typically have a little bit of a lower tilt here. And then you want to compare both the left and the right sides together. So this would be his right side. That would be the angle we're looking at there. And then if you flip around for me again, same thing, feet together, standing nice and tall. We're going to look at that ASIS, and then we're going to find that PSIS. And exact same thing, we're looking at the angles over here, right? And so that's how we can discover all the different bony landmarks. That's how we can look at the different angles from each side, and we can use that to determine any kind of pelvic tilts.